everyone. Right, what is the number one reason why most people are put off from writing a book? It's time, and more specifically, it's how long it actually takes to get a book done. What if I told you that there are things that you could do to make the process easier and quicker? You'd want to hear about them, right? Well, you're in luck. Here are 7 tips to help you write your book faster. Okay, so number 1 on my list is to be consistent. If you want to write your book faster, then you need to work on it consistently throughout the week. Now, consistency varies from person to person. For some people that might be every day, for others it might be every other day, or for some it might even be a few times a week. Personally, I don't write every day, and I don't think you should have to in order to get your book done, because you've got more than enough things going on in your life besides your book, and it can be quite stressful if you're having to work on your book all day every day. You can do what works best for you and pick your most optimal time. For some people that's working in the morning, it could be working at lunchtime, or even in the evening. If you're strapped for time during the week, it's always good to work during the weekends, and then you can make up for lost time then. Number 2 is to use an outline. Now, an outline is a fantastic way to help you stay on top of your novel. It tells you what should be happening, when it should be happening, how it should happen, and what your characters are doing at any one time. Now, I know some of you may be pantsers, so you won't be keen on this tip, but an outline is a fantastic way to help you write your book quicker and faster. It stops you from getting stuck, it helps you when you don't know what you should be doing, and it's great if you're running low on inspiration. You can always go and refer back to your outline to help you stay on track. Now, I always outline my books, and I find that it's fantastic to help me write my first draft really quickly. So number 3 is to work in sprints. I'm a big advocate for working in sprints, and they're a really great way to set aside a short amount of time, write as much as you can, and essentially you're racing against the clock. You can make them as challenging and as interesting as you want it to be. You can work in bursts of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even something longer like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. A lot of channels on YouTube actually do live streams where other writers do sprints for their current WIPs, so you can always join a live sprint and do a sprint with somebody else somewhere else in the world. Number 4 is to use text to speech. Now, most devices these days will type out the words for you if you speak into them. You say more words than what you can type. So if you're a slow writer, this definitely is a good tip for you. I've used diction quite a few times in order to get my novels finished, particularly when I want to get through my first draft. Use your phone, your computer, or any kind of smart device and speak into it, and it will type the words for you on the page. One thing I would say is that sometimes when you use diction, you have to go back and correct the grammar and spelling, particularly where capital letters are concerned, full stops and commas, but it's a small price to pay if it helps you get your novel done quickly. So number 5 is to work with others. Writing a book can be quite a lonely process, and it's important that you get yourself an accountability buddy. This could be your editor, it could be your friend, it could be a family member, or it could just be another writer in the writing community. By having somebody who's there who can give you a really good support system, they can help you get to the finishing line, support you when you get stuck, and encourage you to keep going when you do anymore. For me, my accountability buddy was my editor. She would help me out when I was confused, when I was really stressed, and she would make sure that I stayed on track. 6, don't self-edit. It's important that you wait until you finish your first draft before you start editing anything, and I mean anything. Please resist the urge to touch your book or to change anything before you've actually finished it. By self-editing as you go along, it will take you twice the amount of time to get your book done, which will then slow you down in the long run. So whatever you do, leave your book until you get to the end. Number 7 is to reward yourself. Every time you reach a particular goal or milestone, you should treat yourself to something nice. It could be something small, like a coffee or even a book, or something more elaborate like a fancy lunch or fancy dinner. The more you treat yourself, the more inclined you'll be to write more, which will enable you to write your book more quickly, which means you'll get your book done a lot faster. I always treat myself when I reach various milestones. It could be 1,000 words, 5,000 words, 10,000 words, so on and so forth, because it enables me to carry on with my book and to keep going until I get towards the finishing line. So those were 7 tips to help you write your book faster. Let me know which one you're going to try in the comments below. I'm going to go now because I've got my own book that I need to get done faster. See you guys later. Bye.